Hi and welcome back to Black Country Blitz here on YouTube, and I thought I'd do another stream of Euro trucks with this new mod enabled for realistic weather conditions. Now, as you can see here, it is mighty foggy. The rain is absolutely tipping it down, and not only have I got it in my headphones, I have also got it in the real world, because it's absolutely tipping it outside of rain. So it's hard to sit here and know which is real rain and which is rain from outside. Right. Now it's a little bit hard pulling out of here in these severe conditions. As you can see, this mod does what it says on the tin, and if anybody understands what that means it says it's a weather mod, and believe me, you are going to get now more severe weather than this. It's, if not one of the best, if not the best mod I've ever used for weather. Now we've got no welder truck jobs, so we'll just do a normal air one, and that is the only job I can take. So I'm going through Siberia, Hungary, Slovakia, I can't pronounce the other one, and ending in Hispania. So we'll take this job on. And this should be fairly hard due to the driving conditions. Now I could make it on myself a lot easier by disabling the weather, but I don't want to do that. I want to have a good driving experience with a few modified mods. Now I'm running Promods 2.41, which, if you've not watched any of the previous streams that I've put out, has opened up a lot of new area to be driving. I've got a bigger map, which is absolutely fantastic. Again, I've lost welder truck jobs, so, well, I ain't lost them, but in them certain parts of the map you could have welder truck jobs, which ain't too much of a big loss. Right, now hopefully my sat-nav lady will kick in and tell me where I gotta go, because I'm relying on the sat-nav now more than anything. And as you can see, I can hardly see these cars coming up this road due to poor visibility. So I've really got to drive very carefully until this fog lifts, just like you would in the real world. Now I'm going to turn right. Let's just get my sat-nav view a bit better. Hope if I selected a proper gear. And where's he going? Now he's going right. So it gives me a chance to pull out and start this long journey ahead. And believe me, it's a journey and a half. 32 hours of pure driving. in-game sort of, like, you know, not in the real world. Although I'll probably do that in a few days playing Euro Trucks.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Finding a new route. I'm following the one you've just set for me. Never mind. Now, it's hard sitting there and thinking, hold on, is that thunder and lightning outside? Or is it thunder and lightning in the game? Now, I had this the same last night, and the weather conditions in the real world outside was dry. Tonight it's raining. I ain't too sure that they've forecasted thunder and lightning for the UK. Well, in my part, but I've got it in stereo. Quadruple stereo. Outside and in the game. Anyway. Straight away pulling up to a toll booth. And these really, really, really narrow. Now, I said this before in an earlier stream I've done on Twitch tonight. I have never ever seen anything so small and narrow to drive through like I have in this, which ain't a bad thing, because you seriously have to drive a lot better than you would normally to avoid hitting anything. And not being able to see ain't helping. So look at that, just enough to get the wagon through and the trailer. Man, total concentration. Total concentration. Now where are we going? Because it is very, very, very hard to see. Whoa. Another border control. Don't know hit that barrier in front. Saying that I nearly did. Well, please check my passport. Should be fine. That is the sound of thunder in this game. Jeez. It's like driving in an horror movie. Hey, talk about Blair Witch Project. And I see, I thought that road went that way, and it went totally the opposite way. Oh dear, these bends are just a little lot scarier in this kind of weather. You're concentrating and all of a sudden bang with the sound of thunder. My God. Right, where are we going? That's it. No, I do believe this is an island. Is that an island?
At the roundabout.
Yep.
Take the second exit.
I can virtually see
Exit.
the island. Ooh, get over. Don't want to hit him. I'll be glad. And I don't often say this, but I'll be glad when I hit the motorway. At least I know it's virtually straight, rather than all these narrow, thin little side roads. It ain't much better on the motorway in the game in these conditions, but at least you know you ain't got no really thin narrow turns and you got to try and drive through. I mean, the road is a what, 31 mile an hour road? And I'm struggling to get through at just over 20 mile an hour. Hey. My poor scanner has never gone so slow. It's a bridge. Oh, it's a tunnel. Well, at least that thunder and lightning sound's gone for a little bit. I've actually drove down this before, because this is a carry on from my Twitch stream which I've uploaded, which is the latest one for this. It's now encoding on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. If you like watching content from Euro trucks, American trucks, some of the other games I play, F1, Wreckfest, Sniper Elite, all the ones from them, then be sure to hit the subscribe button at the top, so you don't miss none of my uploading, as I upload and stream quite frequently through the day. Now Pacific times. If I feel like streaming, then I'll stream, whether it be night or day. If it's night time, then I'm sure you guys can watch it in the day. If you're up during the day, don't be frightened to come and say hello. I don't bite. I'm playing this on a Tobii eye tracking bar as well. On my G920 steering wheel comes set up. Everything's set up right. Everything's working right. And it is a pleasure to sit here and play such a fantastic game from SCS Software. Now, a friend of mine PM me the other day and says, "Oh, they're bringing out a new truck thing." He'd seen advertised, and I've just had to put him right and say, look, there might be many trucking PC games out there, but you will beat this one. And I pointed him in the direction of my YouTube channel and said, just check out some of the gameplay of this. The guy is now thinking of buying a steering wheel for his console, if you can get one, and purchasing the game. How good is that? So not only am I trying to entertain you lovely people on YouTube, I'm also trying to be a salesman. But again, it is good with fella YouTubers. There's nothing worse than I hate is buying a game and not being able to play it, or being disappointed after I've purchased it. So big respect to everybody that reviews games for us to watch before we part with our hard-earned cash. Anyway, more of these border controls. Oh no, this one's just a toll road. I'm sure they put these in the game just to make sure I don't hit anything, because 9 times out of 10 I'm either crashing into them, but again, it's part of the game. Oh, look at the narrowness of this road in these conditions. That come from nowhere. Anyway, I'm joining the motorway now, and hopefully be on this for quite some time in this 30-hour distance. 1,259 miles from here. So mate, you sure? No, this is still out the motorway. It's like a dual carriageway, I think. I can't even tell. That's how poor my visibility is at the moment. So until I do get on that motorway, I'm going to slow down a bit. I can crash in normal conditions, so driving in poor visibility conditions anything's possible with me. Rightio. I mean, I've tried weather mods in the past, and yeah, they do work, they do put rain, but with this, I've never seen one that gives you the fog as foggy as what you're seeing now on the screen. The rain for me looks so realistic. I know it's just rain, yes, I know, but the way it's sticking to the windows, the way it's falling off the windows, as if the faster you go, the faster that rain moves off more mirrors. The way it's sticking to the mirrors, so it's restricting my vision through the mirror. The spray off of the cars, now you can't see it at the moment due to the fog, but the cars, it's actually affecting the cars on the road, which is again something I've never seen in any other weather mod that I've used or downloaded and put in the mods folder in ETS or Euro Trucks, whichever one you want to call it, same thing. Now I don't know if you can be able to see this. Yeah, you might do. Let me put my hazards on. No, makes no difference, but believe me when I do say this, the spray off that car shows up in the game. Now for me, again, that's another bit of realism. Puddles and stuff like that, it sprays up off the wheels of the car in front. Now where am I going? I cannot see these booths, so he's a wagging. I'm gonna try my best to find out where he's gone. You know what? I'll go through here. Ah, no. Ooh. That was good. I am hoping 100% that I can drive down this last one. Yeah. Oh, sorry, my friend. I'm at the back of your trailer. See, that's how poor it is. Obviously, I did that much damage to the trailer, but you cannot see anything or virtually anything in front of you. When they do say in the real world, only drive if you need to, this is one of them times. If I don't need to be driving, I wouldn't be. But then I wouldn't be able to demonstrate just how good this weather mod is to you lovely people that play Euro Trucks. Now, I ain't too sure whether I can put it in the description, but I will leave a link in the description of where I got this from. And all it is, I'm sure majority of you know what you do with the mods for Euro Trucks, but all you do is just pop it into your folder, let it load up, do its thing, and of course enable your weather to how frequent you want it to load up, and you will get the benefits of what I'm doing here now with this severe driving a truck. You couldn't get no better, because to me, where's the end of the road? It's absolutely crazy. Be glad when it was blue skies. Again, it's only 12 PM in the afternoon. Now imagine if this was in the night time, which again, you do light up the road a bit, but this must be really scary for wagon drivers that drive in these conditions in the real world. Yeah, it's scary enough driving this now, never mind having so much truck and whatever them delivering trailers and that in these conditions. It must be so scary, you know what I mean? I say, like, give plenty of room to lorry drivers. You need it, especially in driving like this. I mean, the car just come from nowhere, or the van should I say. Currency, ooh. I mean, we ain't supposed to drive very fast anyway in a wagon. But driving like this now, it's treacherous.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I can just about see them indicators.
Exit right.
But it does add some realism to this game. It really does. And it's nice to find a mod that does what it says. I mean, I've got quite a few, I ain't got that many mods enabled in the game. I've got a few. I've got a couple of maps. I've added a map for France.
And then turn left.
I purchased
Turn left.
Promods. Oh, and I've gone through the lights. Ooh. Which again, that's opened up all new maps. Again, Belgrade. Where am I now? Whoa, 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 whoa. This is scary, Mary. I mean, and all these new little towns, them narrower roads than the original. Some of them can just barely get the wagon through, never mind anything else. Yeah, I'm literally like, whoa. Somebody get me out of here. I mean, every time one of these come up the side of me, you don't normally phase it when you can see what you're doing, but when you're caught, you know, and when they do things like that, just pull up in front of you, like he's just done. Now, what's he stopping for? Ah,
Go
traffic
straight
lights.
on.
I'll let you off then. I wondered what he was just braking for. I thought there was an accident up ahead or anything like that. But no. He's stopping for the green light, or the red light should I say. And it's supposed to be a 60-mile road. I don't think so. I'm good, but I ain't that good. There's no way I'm going to be doing 60-mile-an-hour speeds now. Where am I
Right,
going?
and then exit right.
And so I'm actually following him.
Exit right.
Okay, okay. We can do that again. Narrow, very thin road.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And then turn right. So where's this going?
Turn right.
Oh, it's that way. Join this motorway by the looks of it. Now, by the end of this stream, if I have managed to deliver this trailer in one piece, then I will be really, really pleased with myself. Because, again, is there a car behind me? I'm going to have to risk it for a biscuit. It's a course C. There we go. We've got to stop again due to the fact it's That's a toll road. So hopefully I'm going to get behind that wagon that I got before. I don't mind tailgating him and following him. Because one, I know I'm actually going to either have to stop to pay, which I don't mind. But at least I know I'm going through a toll gate. Because trying to find that just was a little bit hard. Come on, up you go. I hate him when they don't go up. You pay your monies, and still I'll let you through. Right, now let's try and get back onto this road, so wherever it is. Again, of course, see, that's it. See that white line? And I am happy to sit behind that car till I get out this thickish fog. Now, if we was playing this without the weather mod on, I reckon I would have done at least, I don't know, 4 to 5 mile. I've done 2 mile in the game, or 2 hours of driving. It's nothing. So it just shows, just this little bit of a mod, how much it slows you down and everything. But you know, if I was sat with a bigger monitor and more field of view, I would feel like I was in a Scania wagon, or if I was in a VR headset. This would really, I reckon this would be awesome. Again, I can't honestly say what it would look like with a VR headset because I don't own a VR headset, but I would love to have somebody that does, and I'd put this mod on just to go and see what it would look like with a VR headset. I reckon it'd look absolutely awesome. It looks alright just on a standard monitor, and I'm rocking this on a ultra wide 29 inch, so it ain't exactly the smallest monitor, it ain't exactly the biggest, but being the ultra wide I've got a little bit more view, and with the help from the Tobii tracking eye bar, that also helps as well, just to have a look round what's left or right of me. Anyway, at least that's clearing up a bit now. The fog ain't so dense as it was. Now, I'd like to apologise for the stream the other day I did. I had noticed that my microphone was really low. I turned it down for some reason, I don't know why, and forgot to turn it back up. So I do apologise about the low quality audio. So for today's stream and the one I uploaded to Twitch, I've made sure that my microphone is loud enough so you can hear what I'm talking about. Now, if it had been a bit earlier, I would have stayed on camera, but I don't have a load of lights on, and I do like to sit in the dark and just play the game via the light from the monitor. I seem to concentrate more, and of course it is late, way past 2:30 in the morning here in the UK, so when normal people go to bed, I can't be normal, so I'll stay up. I must be abnormal. I see more 4 AMs than I see 4 PMs. I'm sure I was a vampire in a previous life. I don't do daylight. It hurts my eyes. No, I do really. I do a bit of both, but you know, I think it's the quietness of having the time when everybody's, you know, stop bothers you. That's why I enjoy the night times. Just chill out, sit back, do a bit of Euro, do a bit of work, and everything's happy. Right, it looks like everything's calmed down a little bit. I'll pull over so I can just let these guys out. I can easily just nudge myself over a tad. Get back in the right lane as soon as I've overtook this guy. Now I am going fast, as you can see. Well, you probably can't see at the moment. I'm only in 8th gear. I might have to go into 9th just so I can overtake this wagon and get back into my lane, and then I'll go back down to 8th gear so I can just sit and cruise behind the wagons up front. Just want a nice relaxing drive up to wherever I'm trying to deliver this wagon to. The thing about this Promods update as well, they're always smooth, and I sit on this SRS cushion with my transducers. I can never get that word right, transducers. I'll just say speakers, it's easier, because that's what they am. But because the road surface is so smooth, they don't vibrate, so sometimes I think, has my cushion stopped working? And all of a sudden I'll hit something or go over a railway crossing. That, when you sit in a car or a van or whatever and you go over a railway crossing, now you get that bump 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 bump. You get that in this cushion, and it's so realistic. If you was to shut your eyes, you'd swear blind you was in a proper car going over them. Right, so that's this stop, I think, or slow. Again, it's all in foreign, can't understand that. Stoop. It says stop, 300 meters. So I'll go through. There's none where I can just go through, is that? No. We'll pick this one, and hopefully I've judged the sides. Oh, wrong gear though. Actually, it'd help if I put it into gear. Now I'm pressing enter. Let's see, take the money then. Don't want to be in 11th gear trying to come out of here. Come on, let me out. I've paid you your money. Nothing to the side of me, because you sometimes get that tendency for something to be stuck the right here as you try and exit from one of them, and they tend to cut you up. I've had a vape. Time to sit back and relax now and do some serious driving. I'm going to up the gears a bit. I hear that vacuumy sound, like as my Scania starts to speed up. And that's only in 9th. And it looks like I've got to stop again. So it ain't really worth going up into any higher gear than 9th at the moment.
And then exit right.
So let's follow this guy. Now why is he stopping? So that's why.
Exit right.
Round. And we've still got to stop for border control by the looks of it. There's the one there for me on that side. I'll take this one. Seeing as he's now departing. It's quite a lot of these, isn't there? I've noticed. When I keep checking your documents. Everything's in check as it says. Now carry on with the journey. Nothing to the right of me. Oh, it is a God bless it. Before I bought the Tobii bar, trying to do it with the mouse button. Yeah, you can do it. But it's just so nice to just sit here and just turn your head. Now is this fog building up again? Could be. It's hard to tell because sometimes it just comes that quick. You don't realise how foggy. Now the rain's got a little bit heavier. Now let's see if we can see the spray from the wagon in front. Of course, turn me window wipers off because that would virtually make it impossible to see, but I wish I could show you, or you could see that. It's hard to see on that wagon due to the size of the trailer. We're on smaller ones where you can see the back wheels, you see all that spray. If I can pull up the side of him as we am overtaking him here. Now, what you do, you see all that spray, it's like Margot. It's about 5 PM at night, so this fog could be with us for quite some time. 158 mile away from Budapest, and my cushion's rumbling. That's alright. That's a good sign. It's disconnected from the PC. Not that it does it very often. Where are you coming from, Mr. Brian Cole? It's nice when you get a nice little stretch of road where you ain't gotta really do much turning with the steering wheel. So on times like that at the present time, I'm going to take advantage of that and slow down when I need to, because I do really think that this fog is starting to get thick again. And could be causing me to slow down. No, don't. Can we see the spray on the back of this wagon in front? No, it ain't showing it. Again, it might not be, because I think it's got a couple of stages of rain. When it really does come down in the game, and you have to put them third setting with your window wipers on so you can clear the rain from your window screen. That's how bad the rain gets. For me, that's like, whoa. That's what you call monsoon weather. Just trying to get it front, see if I can see the spray from the back wheels of that vehicle in front. Obviously the rain ain't causing enough to demonstrate the spray from them, so you'll have to take me word. I have got a video or a stream I did the other night where you can actually see it on the vehicle. So if you do get a chance to have a look, then it's going to be in one of the last couple of videos that I've streamed, where you can see all this. Or better still, as I said, once I put the description on where I got the mod from, I'm going to have to go and find it. Check it out for yourselves, guys, you know. it's A for everybody. I mean, some people just like to drive in normal weather. To be fair, I get fed up of it being all sunny. I like the variation, and I'm sure I've read quite a few people says, you know, they would like how the seasons change from winter to summer to spring to autumn and stuff like that. Again, I'm sure SCS will sort something out. I read something about them trying to integrate it into the game. Of course, I suppose that's hard to do. I wouldn't know. I don't develop games, but you know,
Go straight on.
we ought to be grateful that we've just got the game we got now, and you know, which I am. I think that rain is starting to pick up a bit, and we might see this spray. I'm hoping we will. Now, with the weather conditions like this, it tends to make the traffic build up, where normally you're driving, there wouldn't be so much traffic, but because everybody's sort of going slow, it's like in the real world a knock-on effect. And I've probably got quite a few wagons behind me. I mean, you can tell how bad it is. There's a black dot, if I can get it in shot.
Keep right.
Now I can't do
and
it
then exit right.
due to the fact my head, I've actually passed it, but this fog actually covers the moon.
Exit right.
Again, there's another shot of that somewhere in one of the videos, because I thought, oh, the mod A mapped the moon. It's nothing to do with that. It's the fog that's covered the moon. So all you're left is with the big black round dot at the top of your screen, or actually in the game itself. Anyway, let's get on this motorway. Stay behind this guy. And we've only done 2 hours driving. Like I said, again, you would do a lot more. Now there's something as well, petrol stations. Now the last stream I did on Twitch a couple of hours ago, I actually drove virtually on fumes. So with the Promods, there ain't that many petrol stations, so even though you think, oh, I've got loads of petrol, nah man, if I get the opportunity, I'm pulling in, I'm filling up with diesel, because I drove earlier on with loads. Now have I got my lights on? Yeah, I thought I had. Come on. Anytime today. No, I'm just going to come out the cab here and show you what it's like. Not the most impressive, but there's the moon, look. Or what should be the moon. It's either that or I've got a very, very, very dark spot on my monitor. Trust me. And while I'm stuck here, let's start filling her up. I might actually go into photo mode and get a still image while I'm stuck here, if I can remember how to do it. Photo studio mode. Yep, that'll do. Once I turn this completely round, I want that side view of it. No, that's the wrong way. I just love it. Pan and out. Come across, as I can use this still image for later. I can't pan out no more. Where's my truck gone? It's behind me. Come on, what are you doing? Jeez, where's my wagon gone? Field of view. Absolutely terrible. What are you doing? Ooh, no, that looks chronic. That don't look too good. Again, I'm only using what's in the game. Up we go a bit. No. That one's up. That one's down. I want to get the front of the cabin at least. It always makes it look warped for some reason. That ain't too bad. Change the field of view a bit. Go up just down a little bit, and that'll do. I'm gonna take another one just for the sake of it. Right. Okay. Well, we filled up. Took a few selfies, as I call it. And while we've been doing that, I thought the rain had stopped. Obviously not, but at least we've got rid of the fog. So, and again, I'll pull out. That's another thing. Pulling out. I'll leave me lights on for the time being. It's still a little bit. Oh, it's night time anyway soon. 7 o'clock on a Friday. In game. 24 hours left to drive. Full tank of diesel. I had that. Let's move over so we can join the road. As long as he don't cut me up.
Keep left
in a minute.
and then turn right.
Keep left and then turn right.
Turn right.
Always good behind the police car. This must be driving on the outskirts of some little... No, it's a... When we're driving into a city. Because with this Promods at the moment, I ain't got a clue half the places I'm driving to or through. As with the map already, I covered quite a lot of the original map. There were that much for me to uncover. As I was trying to get as much of the grey covered each day and night, like, or when I used to, times I've played it. Now I've got loads of grey to reveal. So I was going to be quite busy doing that. I ain't 100% sure whether I've already drove up this destination before, or I don't think I have. It's hard to tell when it puts the route finder
Go straight
map
on.
on. No overtaking.
Get ready to turn left.
All the signs, mapping, everything looks sharper and crisper with this Promod.
Turn left.
And it just shows just a few modifications to the original game, how much it can change it. because it really, really has. I can't emphasise that enough. I mean, I used to sit here some nights, and rather than just sit here bored, listening to nothing, I'd go and play plays on Truckers MP. I can't even be bothered now, because the maps look, you know, just okay. Could have all singing, dancing in a multiplayer game. I know that, but I miss the cars, the realism. Too many idiots at times on Truckers MP, so I just play the standard game with these few added mods. Now, depending on how long it takes, well, I know how long it's going to take, but if I don't feel tired, I'm going to take you to France after this. We will drive there. I will actually just transport or teleport to France and go and show you the new. Now I'll tell you what, I'll make a different stream just for France, rather than integrate it with this one. That's if I don't feel tired, because this is going to take at least an hour and a half to get to where I'm going to be now, so that could be well into nearly 3 o'clock, half 3 UK time, so we'll just see how I feel. I wished on this you could actually play music without getting ad for copyrights. I'd love to listen to the inbuilt radio stations that come with the game, but again, politically correct and copyrights, you know, I don't understand why they put them in the game if we can't stream them while we're trying to play it. You know, cars have got radios, why can't we do it online, eh? Come on YouTube, get your finger out. You know, I'll give an example. A game I played the other day had already got music into the game. Are they changed nothing? Are they playing on my own music? And I still got done for copyrights. It's in the game. Are they put that music in the game? It's part of the game. So, you know, why should I have a copyright claim? It's wrong, innit? You know, it's a game, and that's what, you know, you have streaming for. So again, I'd have looked at it if I'd have put the copyright into the game by me, you know, playing music that I ain't allowed to play. But if it's actually in the game, how can I get it done for copyrights? All I've done is just stream the game. So I thought, okay, it makes you don't want to stream your games, doesn't it? You know, I don't come on here to break any rules with copyright laws, but geez, don't have a go to spur not doing nothing really bad. Anyway, it's looking sunny, even though it's tipping it down the rain, and it's still thundering. No, it's just the night time's coming in, eh? All the headlights and traffic. Right, what's happening here? I'm just following this buzz like there's no tomorrow. I did check that mirror. Turn the indicator off. No, I definitely know I ain't been down this road, because I've never seen this before. This rain is preventing me from sort of going faster. But even though the water drops on the window, that looks so realistic. I mean, let's up the speed of my window wipers. You can tell just how fast it's raining, so how quick it's returning to the window. and the window wipers. I mean, that's another update that coming 135 from SCS. How the window blades work. Just a small alteration in game does make a difference. I've always said it, if you're going to do something, do it right. And I'm doing that.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Anything coming? Yep, there is. Now where's he going? He's doing a left. I'm going up. Jeez. How steep is that? Am I going to even have to turn the wheel? Near enough full then to swing that round then. Now I don't know if you can hear the rumble. That's my cushion rumbling coming up that embankment to join this road. And sometimes when it's late at night and I've been streaming for a couple of hours, you start to nod off just like you probably would if you did long distance lorry driving. You know, you've heard them saying like people have nodded off to sleep while driving. That wakes me up because I don't have much force feedback in the wheel, because it being a Logitech, it brrr, you know, if you have too much force feedback, especially in this game anyway. So I'll turn that off. I virtually have any in the steering wheel, but the cushion is a different matter. It needs me yawning, talking about tired. Don't want to be doing that, yeah. Come on then. No, I ain't been here before. Well, I probably have in the original game, but not in the new Pro mod map. Some of these names I've never seen in my life. As I've said on previous videos, I even trying to attempt to pronounce them, because that's not going to happen. As they say in the business, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Well, I'm going to have it in another 4 seconds. I've got a distinct feeling that fog's going to be coming back in a minute. Yep, I think that's coming in now as I go down this hill. That looks a bit foggy. It's also night time. We're driving on the motorway, so again that ain't helping. So all these windy and bendy roads. Now the moon's back out, so it could be that foggy. I love to see the moon in this game. Now I'd love to know where the lightning strikes them. I'd love to get a screenshot of the lightning. Again, it's like that in real life. Now it stopped raining, so whack them window wipers off, and that's how quick it is. 1 minute it rains, the next minute it's gone, just like that. I'm back to just normal sort of conditions, or I could just get down here in a minute and bang, straight into fog, straight into heavy rain again. I think I've got my settings up a little too high, where the rain's coming back so quick. But I don't mind that. I don't mind that. As long as it does disappear at some stage, then I'm fine with it. Because that's the only gripe I've got with SCS. There's no indicators, you know, like as in him at 100%, you're at 75, you're 100, you know. I wish I could make a skin, upload it, so we could put some percentages,
Get ready to turn left.
but I don't know how to do. Well, I know how to make the template. It's just integrating into the game. Any some little
Turn left.
some markers, and that's the only thing that for me lets this game down. There's no preciseness, and the higher dig at you who make the game. That's just something that would make this game awesome. It's just a little graphics text. That's all it is. How many templates are they? I'm sure somebody at your head office could make a template. I can make one myself. If I could know what file format you use. I know it's going to be JPEG and that probably ain't going to be a ping. It's some extension. If I could, I would.
Turn right.
Because the actual game itself, once you're in the game, is fine. It's just tweaking all the settings for you to play the game that much better. You know, half the things I don't know what the buttons do, and I have looked online to find stuff, and I still can't find it. So that's another thing as well. There ain't much support or descriptions, but you ain't the only one that make games and don't do that, so you know. Nobody's perfect, but it would be nice to know what half the buttons and that do in the game. Some of them are self-explanatory, but others, and I've even watched videos with people that play this religiously, and they still could give a good example, good explanation, because they don't know themselves. So that's telling you something, Anyway, enough of my soapbox. Let's get back to driving it. I just like playing games and having them perfect. It's one of them little road things. As we wind up this windy, hilly road. Nearly 1:45 in the morning. Soon be catching up with me real time here in the UK. It's glad it's raining, so I wouldn't really like to be driving down here in severe fog and heavy rain. I mean, there's some of the new mapping and that building there. I can't really look too much, but that just looks awesome. Again, just driving down the different destinations and the detail that's gone into the buildings, and like, wow. I said it the other night, I asked you whether them based on realistic buildings around the world. I'm assuming, you know, different landmarks and stuff. Or even if they've done a cracking job, and if they am based on realism, then that's even a bigger bonus. Anyway, this is one long, winding, bending super road, and it's one where you can just throw the wagon round as if it's nothing. Come down on the old brakes, come down in a gear. And then you got the sign, genuine traffic signs telling you steep bends, windy road. I mean, look at that for a bend. And I'm causing a bit of a tail behind me. I got my own little convoy. I'm sure in a minute some people will start overtaking me, but hey, you know what? Let them. If they could wait just a couple of minutes for me to get round these bendy roads, then so be it. I mean, look at that. If you could see how I'm having to turn my wheel virtually fully just to get round that bend, is awesome. Right, just like any other destination, I ain't got a clue where I am. I'm in some little village or town, or driving through it. I couldn't read what that says. I'm alright for petrol or diesel, so there's no need to stop for that yet. But I will stop at the next one after this, unless it's virtually close, then it's no point. I mean, look at the bendy road coming up. Again, it looks like we're going, yeah, it's downhill. So, on the brakes a bit. I can go down to 5th gear. And I'm actually going down. I don't want to be going fast down there. Not all being there in the middle of the road, so I've got to swing around it. Jeez. I mean, this is some serious bends. Now, there's one good thing I love with this new Tobii eye tracking integrated into this is how my cabin bounces forward. Don't get that with the original Tobii eye tracking software, but you do get it in Euro trucks now. So even though they give us no percentages markers, I am crediting you for the way this bounce, because it does feel like I'm in a wagon, even though I ain't moving, as in physically moving. It feels with the physics of the wagon that I am, if that makes sense. It's a weird sensation, especially when you're fixated on the screen. Like I said, I'm sitting here in the dark, so my eyes are having total concentration on the wagon. And when it bounces, it feels like I'm bouncing. You know, my backside's vibrating, my eyes are like going up and down. I'm controlling the game with my eyes in my head. So to have that little bit of an extra bounce, I have got a mod on that does add that. Again, I don't know if that's playing any part. I don't think it is. I think it is actually to do with the Tobii eye tracking. Let's just get in the right lane so these other cars can overtake me, if so be, if they want to. Yeah, I thought, here they come. It just adds to that feel. I mean, the one where I look down and I see me no feet, and the one where I look up, I ain't interested in that up and down look. It's mainly just to look left and right and be able to see a clear view when I do turn left and right, which I can now. I think I've had to pull my cab a little bit, my field of view forward, so I can see out the window. Otherwise I was seeing that curtain further back. So again, I don't know if that's part of the upgrade. So as you move forward, actually closer to your screen, that's what it helps. So whatever it is, it's done well.
Go straight on.
Right, thank you very much for that, sat nav lady. Because I wore too sure where I was going. I could see when I come to these. Sometimes I'll get like, okay, which way am I going? Over, straight over. Right, I'm looking for diesel. Oh, we ain't even 3/4 of a tank yet, but like I says, the next time I come to a petrol station or I see a sign, I'll pull up and I'll go and fill up. As if I'm short of a bit of money. It's just I don't want to be
Keep right, and then exit
running out of
right.
petrol. Diesel, whatever. Fuel. That's it. That's the word. There we go.
Exit right.
Ooh. I can feel that vibrating. Bum 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 bum. And up and round again we go. Here we come. Nothing in my way. We can join the dual carriageway. There's a bit of a bump. Countdown barriers, so we're getting here. It looks like we're getting off again, doing a right.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Okay. Noticed a lot of
Exit right.
bend and turns in this one. This is one of them where we have to stop. There's normally traffic lights here, or is it just a stop?
Turn left.
Always nice to come out of that and have nothing in your way. Now I see a petrol station, so like I says, I'm going top up with diesel. Best to be on the safe side. And again, it might be a petrol station that I've never been in, so it's just nice to cover that little bit of a grey area. That'll do. Not that it's going to fill it up by much, but when you're driving, that could probably make a little difference if you're running out on fuel, like I was in my last stream from Twitch. In the end, I had to actually drive to my own garage in game to go and fill up. I actually had to go and buy the garage from the city I was delivering the trailer to, and I had to fill up before I actually got rid of the trailer. That's how low my fuel become. I was on the red, and I was probably seconds away from running out of diesel. Again, that's another thing. I know you can have that like a buy emergency diesel when you run out. I thought you could buy it prior, as soon as you go in the red, which I found out tonight. You have to actually run out of fuel before you can apply that in the game. Right, it's alright, love, I'll carry on. You ain't told me, but now here we go. It looks like the rain's going to start, yeah. Wrong one. And of course it's starting off quite heavy as well. Oh, that's funny, I've never seen a bus parked up. First time for everything. Right, here we go. Prepare for some fog probably. More thunder and lightning and more heavy rain. So far so good though. There ain't many cars, which speaks too soon. I get a wagon in front of me. Now I'm only sitting here with one headphone on. The other one I'm listening for the real world sounds, because it just blows you away if you put the two on. I'm like, okay, am I really... Oh, just, I don't know. I've never actually sat with two headphones on for years. Always had one ear to the world and one ear to the game. And this is still sounds awesome. With two on. With one on, should I say. Oh, it looks like I'm going to be behind this guy for a bit. Which I don't mind. Pardon me. Paping away here. Again, looks like a lot of twists and turns along this road. But while I'm driving slow, gives me a chance to sit here and have a little vape. Nobody's pulling out on me and causing me any problems now, is it? Or a road, or is there an island? Or is it, it's an actual chain? Yeah, I thought it was an island. Is it? I can't even tell. It's how bad the road is. Go on, what you stopping for? I am turning off. So I'll speed up. My cushion's going blop 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 blop. Which is all good. Right, now he's out of my way. Knock it down to 8th. Until I need to bring the speed down again for any other vehicle. Oh, now that's not good. That's was a baddish bend. Anyway, luckily it's only damage to my truck and not the actual trailer I'm delivering. So there we go. There's a vehicle up front. So again, it's time to slow down again. And here comes that massive thunder. Again, I've just noticed that the actual signs are actually moving, the billboards. They actually just stills, I'm actually moving. As in, they change. That's good. Something else I hadn't noticed before. Right, let's get in the right lane.
Keep left.
Okay, so I've got to move back over. I'm just hoping that there's nothing behind me. And they'll go super narrow, as it sometimes does. Well, it's narrow enough. It's well lit anyway. That's one good thing. But it is narrow. It's still on. Amazing there's nothing going up the other way, but there's always something in front of you. Right. Let's get over in that lane. Sit behind this car a bit. If I can catch them, we'll see if there's any of that spray I was telling you about. Might be some. Aye. And that's got to be roadworks, so I'm in the right lane. And I do believe if I can get up to these vehicles, that spray is now showing. No, it ain't. I could have swore I seen that then. No, it's my eyes playing tricks. What I thought it was, it's the actual headlights of the cars itself. Right, it looks like, but you do get the spray. I will prove it sometime between now and ending this stream if I have to. I know I imagined it. I'm sure you'll get it on the back of that wagon. Where you are getting it so much on the cars, but because of the tyres on a wagon, you am getting it now. He's here coming at the back of me. They'll be trying to overtake me on a narrow road like this. I think that's the spray on the back of that. You can just make it out. There's the spray off the back of that wagon. It's very subtle, but it is there. My headlight's gonna... no. And again. And it really is clattering out there. Come on. Don't let me slow down too much, because it is a little bit of an hill climb. It's only raining a little bit. It's exactly really bad weather. Now I've got a feeling he's probably going to turn off in a minute when he gets the chance. So I'm going to drop my distance behind him. Now this stream ain't as long as I thought it would be. Yep. When you've played this as many hours as me, I've got the idea, you know I'm going to be turning off soon. I could just tell he was going to turn off. And I've got the open road to myself again for a bit, and I don't think, unless there's a junction turn out here, I'm going to see many cars up in front. But I could be wrong. Now, here's another part of the map that I definitely know I ain't been in. This is part of the mod. Once I get up here,
Get ready to turn left.
I can do that.
Turn left.
Radom. Never even heard of it. Oh. Why are you pulling that in you, big fella? But he's gonna let me out anyway, so it's all good. Now, I'm on 2 lanes, and I've got one thin, narrow one. How good is that? Your driving skills really have to come into play. This rain, it's so realistic, I tell you guys. It's like, wow. We'll move over in this lane here, just in case there is anything behind me that's wanting to overtake. Again, should do anyway. But you can guarantee I'll move over to the right and he'll move over to the left. Or I'll end up going off track on the sat nav. That's something I don't intend doing. Here we do. It looks like the fog's going to be starting coming down. Which means I'm probably going to start hitting cars up front now. And I'm just going to be right in front of me before I know it. As long as I can get around this bend and I don't start to appear just yet, I should be fine. It's normally traffic lights, parked cars, accidents. In this, I'm going to slow straight down there. I'm even going to risk it. I am actually going to go up in an higher gear, but not go so hard on the accelerator as I do. Because that now, visibility wise, is just virtually nil. I can just make out the trees as they have a darker shade of grey, but everything else, it's a no-no. I can just about see the white lines as they approach. We're looking for diesel, we're fine. So we'll do the next petrol station after this one. I'm going to slow down because it's sort of like mega scary again, road condition wise. And there we go, there's my first vehicle in this poor visibility weather. So now I've got a marker as a vehicle. I'm just going to sit behind him, and if I have to go 20 mile an hour, then so be it. At least I know I ain't gonna hit nothing.
Keep left
Travelling
and
with
then
him.
continue straight on.
Saying that, I'm going to move over lane, so
Go straight on.
I've lost my marker now, so try and find another vehicle up front, preferably a waggy. I don't tend to like to follow cars because they tend to just pull out and do their own thing, where the wagon driver, believe it or not, seems to drive a lot safer, even in a game, than the car driver. So hopefully I can get a wagon. I think that's one. But look at that. How realistic is that? Okay, we don't get thick fog all the while like this, but we do get conditions when it is like that. Now that lightning does help, even if it is for a split second. I'm hoping this guy pulls over. Yep, thank you very much. He's now my marker for the rest of this journey up here. I'm hoping he will pull off further up the road and I can stay behind him. I'm only doing 32 mile an hour and he's leaving me for a change. So that just shows I've got to keep left again, so I've got to change over lanes. I assume it's going to be one of them narrow. I could have stayed in the same lane, never mind. Can I get back over? I can. So I can keep that marker. No we do. Actually I've got to move over because I've got to turn left here somewhere. Jeez, look at that. Now is this traffic lights? Because if it is, I'm probably going to struggle to see him.
Exit left.
My life. How the hell can I see this? Can't even see where I'm turning into. That's how poor this is. Right, I'm going to stick some more hazards on. I can't even see the turn. For some reason I better going nowhere. So have I got stuck on something? No, it's just me. This is real bad. Where the hell am I going? Whoa. That was risky. Up and round we go. I couldn't work out where we was. Let's make sure there's nothing coming. Let's get rid of them high beams. Nice go. To that. Again, opening up a new part of the map. I drove up here before.
Keep right, and then turn right.
I can do that. Now I can see a little bit better than before.
Turn right.
Just about. Again. I mean, look at the studs in the road. The cat's eyes. And to indicate the hard shoulder, the red ones. That is so good. I'm going to stay behind this dude. Even though
Straight on.
the visibility is getting better, the fog's clearing a bit. And put your vapor down. I also like how you get the shininess of the wet road, as if it's giving you that slippery look effect. That looks really awesome. There we go, bump, bump, bump. As you go up and over things.
Go straight on.
Go. Again, I ain't been up here before neither. Slow down a bit. I thought he was going to pull out on me then. Oh. Just going a tad too fast. Accelerating up close to him. So again, he'll probably turn off in a minute. Once he finds the next available right turn, he'll be gone. I can see him staying. So I don't want to be hitting him. Only got 13 hours left to drive. I mean, I've noticed with these are small journeys, because you're going because they are part of the game itself. There's no short little journeys. They're all one end of the map to the other end of the map. You do get a lot of time to drive across the map. I mean, sometimes you've probably seen, if you have or you do follow the channel, I try and take small journeys, so you're sitting here for 3 hours watching me do just one delivery. But it's hard on this not to, or it's hard to find small deliveries and go back to using just the original box standard game. So if you understand why the streams 2 hours long, it's because of that's how long the journey times I'm taking, due to the fact the jobs that you're allowed to pick take you from one end of the map to the other. So it take us on to make the stream boring for you. It's just that if that's all I can pick. No, I wasn't a destination. I did try and pick a World Trucks job, but it's probably going through new parts of the map and it just wouldn't let me pick the job up. So I suppose for me to do my welder trucks, I'm gonna have to go online and do Truckers MP to keep up my jobs with welder trucks, because I do like to open up different things. I opened up a load of new achievements which I didn't even know I'd got when I went into welder trucks the other night online. I don't know if you get anything from it. It's just probably part of the game itself and being part of welder trucks, which again I enjoy. Right, let's get into 9th gear because I'm starting to get fed up of being behind you now, dude. The weather ain't as bad as it was, so I'm gonna bid you farewell. Safe driving. Ta-ra. Make sure I've cleared him and get back in the lane. It's only when it's severe fog that I tend to drive behind the vehicle as a marker. And I'm going to be doing the same as that car. Just make sure there's no cars coming up the side of me. Again, the rain does affect your visibility. You know, as soon as he's dawdling this car, I'm going to overtake him as well. And the other car. No, see what I mean about cars? Let's just pull out on you. No disrespect for the speed I was doing. I'll just pull out of you. Brilliant. Bit like that in the real world, and he pops back in there. Well, I'm just going to overtake here as well, and I'm going to indicate plenty time, plenty room, and then pull over. And this fog, I do think it is starting to get a little bit worse again. Must be certain parts it gets thicker and thinner and thicker. Ah, come on, dude. You can go a bit faster than that. I'm doing 10 mile below the speed. You're making me poor Logitech rumble. It's not good. Still got 11 hours of driving to do. Come on. Impatient at times. Right, I'm going to overtake you. Because you're helping me, you're hindering me. Plenty of room. Indicate back over. And away we carry on. I'm going to slow down because I've got a feeling something's going to come up ever so close in a minute. Just like that. Getting in a nice 8th gear. It's a bit of clutch brake control then. And as soon as this fog's picked up, I'm going to sit behind this wagon until I'm through all this windy, bendy roads. I've also got a petrol station coming up as well, so I'm 3/4 of a tank. And for some reason, my cushion has gone absolutely ballistic. For some reason, I don't know why my cushion's vibrating like there's no tomorrow. Oh, could be that, as they indicate. Now you can hear that cushion now, probably. Something's disconnected on my PC,
Turn left.
and it's meant it all go blah 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 blah. I'm at a little town here. And what are you stopping for, my friend? What's the hold up? Stop for summer. Is it traffic lights? I'm assuming it could be.
Turn
Yep.
left.
Now, for some reason, that's the sound of my cushion, and it's going ever so stupid. I don't know why. So I'm just going to disable that for the time being, because that's a little too much for me. Right, where's my cushion? Where am I? Sim Racing Studio. Load my cushion back up. Get it back on. No, that is... I don't understand why this is doing what it's doing. Right. I don't let me change none of the settings. Why? Ah, that has now. The gears need to go up. I don't know if I'm streaming this at the moment. No, I ain't. So, bear with me, guys. I'm just altering the cushion I'm on because it all went wrong. And I'm getting too much of what I shouldn't be getting. No, what's that one? Them don't do nothing. Front right. Now why is that working? Back one's okay, what's happening there? Summer day working right. My front one's A. Right, summer definitely right. I really hope that I don't have to end the stream due to me cushion not working. But it just no. I've got no front side at the moment. That's rear left. But no rear front. Oh well, we'll just carry on. Let's just turn that one down a bit. Now why is he still staying there? Surely them lights have changed by now. Come on. They hadn't. And here's one of these. Another dodgy tans. There we go. Again.
Go straight.
Now that was a bit of a blessing to have that. I can't see in front of me, so I'm gonna have to put the old high beam on, because without him it's virtually impossible to see. And that has really bought. Hopefully nothing's gonna no. It's weird how my cushion all went all peaked on then, and all the volumes went back to 0. It seems to be working. The old cushion went from I've got no vibration at the front on the actual setup, but I have still in the game. I think it's because once it's loaded in the game, it just listens for the game volume, so the settings mean nothing once it's loaded the game. Anyway, not to worry. Not that long to go now. Delivering this trailer. Now I've got a petrol station coming up. Is it my side? Yeah, as well as now it's going to be on the other side of the road. So again, this is going to be good when I'm going to have to cross over the road to fill up and then pull away on the other side of the road. It's even going to be odd pulling into the petrol station. I've actually missed the petrol station. How bad is that? Where is the entrance? I've actually missed that. So I'm going to cheat. I'm assuming that's it.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Yeah, find me a new route then, love. So I need some diesel in this really poor conditions. Time to fill up. Jeez. I have never ever in my life drove in anything like this on a game. I mean, in some of the racing games, the weather conditions are bad. Project Cars is great for weather. Again, I drove in bad weather Yeti in F1 2019.
Reroute.
Please let me pull out here. I'm damaging the trailer. Not good. They want to do that, but hopefully she'll still get a perfect or an excellent as it is. Not perfect, that's it, excellent. That's the word I'm looking for. I still have to have my eye beam on. I swore you got no lights on then. How could you be driving in these conditions with no lights on? Jeez. You must have some serious good eyesight because I can't hardly see it. Again, big round bends where I'm having to turn the steering wheel a lot more than I would if it was box standard game. So that's good. Oh, the lighting's still there. The rain's sort of baited a little bit less. I'm really glad in this stream that the weather conditions have actually been more foggy rain and thunder than sunshine, so it helps for you guys to see just how good the mod is. Again, like I said earlier on, you can bring it down a bit so it don't load up so many times when you're driving, but if you want it to load up quite frequently, you know, once you find out we're just about on the settings it is, that'll do that. Then believe me, this is one hell of a mod. I mean, I don't know, it was in Truckers MP, that snowed, it was just hitting you. What was it doing? It was just like hitting the cab, not filling the road. They see the sense in that. That used to, that annoyed the hell out of me playing this. With that, that supposed to be snow coming towards you. No. Is there any way I could have turned it off? It was annoying. I was glad when we were driving that it disappeared. Oi, where did he come from? Hey, he come from nowhere then. Anyway. Ooh. My dot got bigger and bigger then. It's time to drop back a bit.
Keep right and then turn right.
Now we can do that. Oh dear.
Right.
It must be getting closer to that 4 AM because I'm starting to yawn. I know it's getting quite close to that time of the morning because it's getting light outside, or lightish. I can see daylight. That's my cue for not being up way too much longer, as the day will be here and the weekend starts the day Saturday. But I will be back later sometime through Saturday streaming. I don't know what I'm going to stream over the weekend. I don't have to do a weekend of F1. I might even give me a blast on the old Wreckfest. I was playing it the other day where I day stream it, but I've opened up a new car which, ooh, this Counterflow's a bit of a nightmare to drive through. Look at this. Hey. No, that takes some driving through. This one ain't for the faint-hearted. Jeez. Whoa. That is a bend.
At the roundabout,
And off.
take the second exit.
My God. How bad is that bend? And this one. Nah, again, this is your Promods kicking in now. Because there's no
Exit
way
now.
in the world that you get bends like that in the game itself. So well done, Promods. That was a bit of a challenge, eh? Is that another island coming up? Could be. No, I'll slow down just in case. No, it's roadworks. Oh, I've never seen a bend like that before. Jeez, I've never even seen a counterflow like that in this. So again, more realism, which is good. Oh, now we got an
At
island.
the roundabout, take the third exit.
I can do that. I can just about make. Oh, that's a tractor. That ain't even a car. That was a tractor coming at me. So we must be in rural
Exit now.
area.
At the roundabout,
Ooh,
take the first exit.
these roundabout entrances. Very, 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 very narrow. I'm glad he pulled
Exit
off.
now.
I'm back up here. And again, it's a good thing, it makes you slow down, that's for sure. Now we're going straight across, yep, straight on. I couldn't even tell then. I don't, more bends. Means more slower. Now it'd be nice to come back through here with no traffic thing enabled. Now I'm going to stay there because can we just about make out the traffic lights changing again, all brand new traffic signs, because a standard one don't look as good as that. Around here again, very narrow. I'm hoping I'm going to stay in this lane, and I'm going to let him overtake just in case he'd a bend, which it is anyway. He needs a little bit of a wide berth as well as me to get round. Some serious driving. I'll let him take the lead. I'm in no rush.
Go straight on.
Just the way these roads I'm here in this bit of the drive, I'm very narrow. I've got some symbols here. We've got a town. I think that's going downhill. Yeah, it is. That was a downhill climb. He's turning off. Go on then. Be gone with you. Even though I was using him as a marker. It looks like I'm going to have to drive very carefully on my own. Thanks. Never mind. I'll move over. Oh. And maybe got another one in front, so that's a good thing. Some of these places I are going to recognise when the road goes, all the conditions go back to like sunny daytime, blue skies. So, how is he coming up the side of me here? I'm going to have to wait. Is he pulling in? Look at the speed you're driving. Virtually crawling.
Keep right.
None of this really fast lark. I even do 30 mile an hour in a 50. Due to the conditions. Of course I could overtake him here and all that, but nah.
Keep left.
One I could see far enough in front to know what's coming. Two, I don't really want to. I'm happy just to sit behind him and drive sensible. I mean, it's going to get me now faster. I've noticed the clock now go down. The faster you go, it don't make your time go down any faster. So why sit, play the game and end up crashing when you can just play it, enjoy it and not crash, and of course deliver your trailer and get an excellent. So you get your XP, don't you?
Go straight on.
Anyway, luckily the road's narrowing out and there ain't so many bends up in this one. I don't know if I'm turning up here or it is just a normal. No, it looks like I'm turning left. I could be wrong, I can't see enough of the map yet. Or enough of the sat nav, should I say. I'm sure Elvirus will come in and kick in a minute. Tell me which way I'm going. I think it's up and round.
Keep left.
That's obviously no. I'm going up and round. I'm exit in here. I've got no choice in there because the game will let you go that way, so. Ooh, no, steady. And up through this one. We've actually climbed rather than gone down.
Keep left.
Again, other narrow parts come through here. Just check my mirror to get over. And if there is any cars that have the chance to overtake. Let's hit that ninth gear a bit. I've got a bit of open road. Conditions ain't too bad. Visibility's a lot better than it has been, so let's hit that 10th gear a bit. Again, couldn't clock what them signs says, so no idea where I am. So professional, like. We got a bit of speed up now. Sure, I'll be slowing down again in a minute. But if I've got the opportunity to go a little bit faster, then so be it. I think we drove quite slow enough through this one delivery as it is. I've still got my I-beam on, so I'll knock them off. I don't need to be dazzling the other cars up in front. The fog has now disappeared. Hopefully in front will pull away and not make me slow down to the point where I'm crawling. know it is raining still. Come on, Mr. Car Driver. I don't think we've seen any blue skies and sun in this. In the whole of this. In the delivery. Now, where did they say keep left, didn't they? Yep. So I'm going up and round. I love how these motorway networks take you. And now you have to drive all round and through them.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Proper hard.
Exit right.
I think the best for me though, I think it's up when you're up in Sweden, where you drive through the mountain itself and there's islands inside the mountain. That, when I first drove through, I was like, wow. I'm actually driving up a mountain inside a mountain. That is just out of this world. Again, I sure whether that's like that in the real world, but if it is, I'd love to visit somewhere like that in real, because that was awesome driving through that.
Keep right.
You know, I'm driving through the middle of a mountain.
Exit right.
And we've got an helicopter up in the sky up there. Oh, I never checked my mirror then. Me bad.
Go straight on.
Straight on, so that's round here. Now I can hear that helicopter if I'll shut up. Yeah, and just make out the sound of the helicopter. Not very much, but if it were raining, you would hear that helicopter in the game. I'm back on the windy roads, it looks like. 6 hours to go. So that's what, another 15-20 minute stream. This has probably been one of the longest streams due to the conditions of the road, which has slowed us all down. And I'm going back to that spray thing. Has I got spray on the car? Come on. No. It's my eyes again.
Get ready to turn right.
Not aiming me slow, straight down then. Anyway, let's get into a slower gear. I'm on the old brakes. Nothing there. And away we go. Again. Now I'm alright for petrol, so there's no need for me to be stopping at this petrol station. I should have enough petrol to get to the destination, so I'll just keep motoring on. I think I should make it. I'll soon see if I need to stop for petrol at the next one, and I will do. I don't want to be hoping I'll make it like I did on the last stream. Anyway, roads opened up a bit.
Go straight on.
All the vehicles in front. Put my foot down a little bit. Still drive a bit safer. Am I going on? Looks like I'm turning off again. So, yeah, more up and rounds. By the look of it. Yeah, at the end of here. So right and up and round. Let's check the mirrors. Nothing there, so I'm gonna get over. Again. And red chiffons indicating it's a windy bend. Chevrons are there, that's it. I don't know what I'll call them then. Chiffons do. Chevrons. That's it. Stick behind Mr. Yellowman. Now is that car pull out, so I'll move out his way. Okay, you don't pull out, that's your problem. And goes into one. Coming up onto a petrol station, so like I said I would do, I will fill up with petrol. Diesel, petrol, fuel. I always say petrol. Hey, never mind. I know what I mean. I sure hate it.
Find a new route.
I don't need to find a new route, love. I'm just stopping temporarily. I'm still on the same
Get
track.
ready to turn right.
Now get ready to stop and put some diesel in. Let's have a look at the conditions of the weather out here. Margon. And this is where you get to have this mod at the best. So I mean the weather in that. You can hear it really, really well now. Now I'm just going to pull out a bit because I want to get another couple of selfies.
Turn right.
That ain't too bad trying to drive with these conditions like that. Get rid of the bar. Go back into picture mode. Field of view. Let's go the other way. I always like to take a few stills and get the angles right. I've got to get a bit of the trailer in. No, that's a bit too low to the ground. I think I'm going to invest in a keyboard that lets me go into developer mode in the game, because at the moment I'm restricted in what I can do camera. Some of the graphic pictures that you guys put on here is absolutely fantastic. Field of view, glare strength. That for some reason ain't happening. It's turn up the colour. Glare depth. Right. I would like to catch some of them raindrops that I do. And if I can get one from this angle, if I can spin it round and somebody's messaging me at this time of the morning. I get more people message me at this time than I do in the day. And that's that. And I'm going to go back into the game. Preferably into a view that I can see. Indicate out. Stick my head out and get my hair wet. How many games can you do that? Not many. I've got to ease myself out here. I might actually take a screenshot from here. Now why stop and let me out and then try moving off again? Make your mind up, guys. You're either letting me out or not. Anyway, let's put my bar. Oh, sorry about that. Let's put my bar back on, so I know how long it's going to be before I get to destination.
Go straight on.
Now we've got some traffic. Now what's happening here? Now they cause this. Now look at this for a. I love when you get in traffic jams like this. It's just something about it. That realism kicks in. I don't know why there's a load and load and load of cars all of a sudden. I do know I'm stuck behind them though. And I don't feel brave enough to go overtaking all that lot and expect nothing to come down on the other side of the road.
Keep left.
But luckily, they've all of them leaving in week. And I'm all going their own way now. Still got a few. Now come on, white car man.
Keep left.
Is he going? Turning? Staying? Or what? Come on, make your mind up. Where you going, dude? No, he's got to be going my way. Trust him. Now watch, as soon as I put my foot on the brake, he'll shoot off. They always do. It's a 40-mile road and I'm doing 30 mile. Again, it is raining, so I can't really shoot off like there's no tomorrow. Come on. At least go a little bit faster. Only Phil breaks the 9-second rule out. Much distance between me and him and that front wagon is.
Go straight on.
Straight on. Following the road, love. And I said I was going to do that yesterday. I've looked for some new sat-nav voices. And I still do get around to doing it. Oh, excuse me. Starting to get tired of them. Feeling proper drained. I'm glad that I got another 10 hours of driving in game to do. Because I don't think I could keep my eyes open for much longer.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Not even shown as a roundabout in the game. Right.
Exit now.
Get the right gear. Now it'd be nice just to have a bit of blue sky just to end the stream. Because I do think we've had a lot of rain. We've had a lot of thunder. We've had long periods of foggy roads. So let's have this rain disappear just for a bit. Just to end this stream on a blue note. There's a couple of bendy windy roads coming up, so let's speed up a bit. I'd hate to lose this wagon now after driving this south far long distance just to end up tipping the trailer. I tipped it on a stream on my Facebook channel just to show a friend of mine who actually drives a Scania truck just how realistic this is, how you could tip the wagon. He was impressed, really was. Even by the sounds of the engine and everything. Again, not being a lorry driver, would not know. But he says the sound of the engine sounds as realistic as the real thing. He drives a Scania. So, hold on. Is that water? No, my eyes again. Looks like I'm going to be behind this wagon for a little bit. We've got 4 hours driving left to do. Where's a KFC or a Burger King when you want one? I'd soon be pulling in for a KFC right now. Always got time for the KFC. Come on.
Go straight up.
Is he going to pull off if there's a turning? You never know. Come on. Turn you do. Easy does it. Can I overtake him? Let's just have a look. I certainly can. I'm going for it. Shouldn't really overtake on a bend. Plenty of time to pull back in. I'm turning off up here anyway. There's my destination. There's only 3 hours drive time left. The island. Always notice it's always bendy, windy roads leading into the cities. You could just come off a motorway straight into a city. Always got the bendy roads, and that one to me at the moment looks quite a bendy one as well. This next part I'm going to be driving up. Hopefully he's going to turn off. Brilliant. This gives me a clear run of the road on my own. Once the wagon picks up speed. Up in that 9th gear. Just love the way the engine accelerates up. Not only can I hear it, I can also feel it. So that's good for me. Slow down because that bends a little bit. Ooh. And is that more city coming up on the left of my screen? And I've drove down here before. Yep. So this is a new part of the map. This is the old map. Again, whether the signs have had any touching up, but I have been around here before in the box standard game or the original version of the game.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Exit this next one.
Exit now.
And yeah, another island at the bottom. I think I know exactly where I'm delivering this trailer to be fair.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Definitely okay for fuel.
Keep left.
In this 3-hour duration, I don't need no more fuel. There's ample. Again,
Keep left.
have we got another island? Is that one, or is that straight over? Hopefully it's straight over. But I think the actual ending destination is another new part of the map. I've definitely drove up Tallinn. That's just Tallinn, something pronounced similar to that. I have definitely drove up here before. I just think, yeah, this is a very narrow bend. There's a couple of cottages on the left side. Might be wrong. Or is it just the one where it's all like forests? Little bus stops. Never seen nobody standing in the bus stop that waiting there. But they am there. Oops. And around that. Oh, jutted out roadworks. And am I going round another island, or am I going straight over? No, I'm straight over to the petrol station. I thought that was an island then, to be fair. And the end destination should be showing up soon. 2 hours left to go driving. That car I was doing ever so great until there's a police car. Yeah, I've definitely drove up here when it's nice and sunny. The sun comes all through them, glitters all the way through these trees. Yep. Of course, these police cars slowed me down. Before I get to that bend, I should have plenty of time to overtake this police car. See ya. You've been scanned. Enough time to pull back in and carry on. That's good. Even that wagon. It's only because it's a nice big straight empty road that I've upped the speed a bit. And to be fair, I want to get it done so I can go and get my beauty sleep. I don't think there's many people that stream here in the UK at this dreadful hour. I'll probably be the first, or one of only a few. But it gives you guys something to watch later on in the day
Go straight on.
while I am having a sleep, even if it's only a few hours. I have noticed after a couple of hours my eyes tend to start to sting, and that's then a time for me to call it a day. Anyway, we've got an hour and driving, and if my memory serves me well, this is virtually a straight run all the way. And put my lovely Scania into that 12th gear, and because it's how well the truck's jobs, I can motor. I just hope I don't hit anything on the way up here. So as soon as it starts to go on a bendy windy road, Russell will slow down right now.
Go straight on.
Oh, I can do that. Stick my eye beams on. Make sure I'm not hitting nothing. Turn them off now. Another police car by the looks of it. I could overtake him. Just them barrier things was in the way, so and again now we've got an accident in the road as well, so it's around it. Plenty of room. Indicate back in the right lane.
Go straight on.
Yep, it's just around this corner. We're delivering this trailer to, I think. Or not too far away
Keep
from
right,
here.
and then turn right.
Traffic lights. Is he on? Police car's going with me all the way.
Turn right.
By the looks of it. And so is the rain. Oh, that looked good. It looks that good once I get rid of 3. Another screening. Around the corner, he will stop. Hopefully. And I'll wait him. And away we go. Traffic lights. And to slow down. More favour. Change it to green. Lovely. So now I'm getting tired. Took the indicator off so I don't know how far out of my way. And then I got an hour on, I think. Or just over an hour. We'll be doing straight over. Turning right. Now I am actually going straight over.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Yeah, I can do that.
Turn right.
Traffic lights are still green, so
Go
I'll
straight
coach with them. Not too far to good now. Again, I think this is a new part of the map which I'm uncovering because I've
At the ramp.
not been up here
Take the
before.
second exit.
Check my left side. It's a bit of a wide berth.
Exit now.
And this rain has just persisted all the way through the map. And for that one little period where it stopped. So, again, just like I says, realistic weather. It's prove that. It's just up here on the right by the looks of me map or me sat nav. Just in time before it gets dark with the delivery. Hopefully I don't damage the trailer too much. I have
Straight on.
hit it a few times. I think I got 5%. So I should get an excellent. But I'll get a light. Again, can only go as fast as the traffic allows you. Which again, you don't get when it's all nice and sunny, because you're just going as fast as possible.
Right.
And I'm going pretty fast these conditions as it is. I'll slow down a bit.
Turn right.
Put a turn right again at the bottom of here.
Get ready to turn right.
These are the best of right turns.
Turn right.
Let's have a look what the road's saying. Nothing coming my way. A4 just here now.
Turn left.
This is what I like about the Tobii I bought. No effort. Just turn your head slightly into the turn. See all down the roads. Brilliant. Worth every penny of buying one. And here we am. Finally reached the destination.
Turn left.
And trust it to be. I'm gonna wait for a gate to open.
You have
Come on.
arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
But again, this is what makes this game so good as it is. Right, and just for you guys, I will park this up properly. Rather than pressing the enter key, I will park it. Not saying I'm going to do it first time, but we will park it. That ain't too bad to say. No, I don't feel too. Feeling full of life at this time of this dreadful hour. Keep it straight now, and I should park it first time. There you go, folks. As a vicar would say, here ends today's lesson. And I did get an excellent. Right, guys, it's now actually it's later than I thought. It's 5:20 in the morning. I'm going to end the stream here. I'll pick up again tomorrow or later on today where I've left off now. We'll do another one wherever it is. So till later, enjoy the stream. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe, give the thing a like, check out some of my other videos. If you've got any comments or anything that you'd like me to add to the channel, then feel free. That's what I'm here for. So until then, take care, have a great Saturday, and speak to you later. Ta-ra a bit.